Hi viewers, how are you? I'm hopeful that all of you are happy. I'm your teacher Sajjad Bacha, and today I'm going to share very much needed and very much crucial information which are related with the process of learning. Dear students, you know that all human beings are created by Almighty Allah, and they have been blessed with the capacity of learning. But the problem arises that what is learning? What are the factors behind promoting learnings, and what are the factors which are suppressing learning or which are affecting learning? Learning simply means the journey from unknown to known. It is also defined as learning is the process of traveling from darkness to light. And learning is also defined as it is the appropriate use of the affective domain, cognitive domain, and psychomotor domain. But today we are going to explain in brief manner. You can see there is drawn a very comprehensive and detailed sketch which is related with the factors affecting learning. So, before going to start, let us see what is learning. The first definition of learning is the process of bringing permanent changes in human behavior. The first definition you have to remember, that is psychology. Psychology is the scientific study of human behavior. Then we will discuss education. That education is the process of bringing desired changes in human behavior. And now learning is the process of bringing permanent changes in human behavior. Second definition of learning is the function of interaction. Remember, learning is a multi-dimensional phenomena where there is always interaction with the individuals, interaction with the society, interaction with the culture, interaction with the economical conditions. So it is the process of interaction of the personal. Personal means psychological. Psychological, as we have already explained, that there is always involved mind, there is involved heart, and there is always the utilization of human organs to prove that the process of learning has taken place. So it is the process of interaction, personal, psychological, and environmental factors. These words you should remember. What is learning? Learning is the process of balance between the psychology or between the mind, body and organ of an individual with the society. You know, man is social by nature. He lives in an environment, and that environment motivates external forces which are very much helpful in speeding up the process of learning. But sometimes those external factors in the shape of society, they also suppress learning. So it means that learning is a complex process. It is not a simple way that a person will come, he will study and he will learn. There are so many factors. Psychological factors are there, socio-economic factors are there, motivation is there, interest is there, readiness is there. So it is related with human psychology and environmental factors. Now we are going to describe the process of learning mathematically. Mathematically, the process of learning is represented by F into EF and PF, where this L, capital L, stands for learning. This small f stands for function. This EF stands for environmental factors, which are known as external factors, and this PF stands for personal factors. If the environment is very much suitable, but the learner is not psychologically prepared or interested to learn, then learning will not take place. But if the individual or the learner is mentally prepared and the environment is not good, then there will be the development of learning. So let's see that what are, again I am explaining. L stands for learning, small f stands for functions, environmental factors and personal factors. Now let's see that what are the personal factors which are involved in the process of learning. These are four major factors. Personal factors are four in number which play a vital role in the process of learning. The first thing is intelligence. Intelligence is the process of solving problems. It is the basic learning ability needed for every learner, that there must be intelligence. Alfred Binet, 1916, he was an educationist. He defined intelligence as practical sense to circumstances. Again the same thing. Practical sense to circumstances means that when there is learning, the learning is taking place in practical environment, and when the learner gets capability to cope up with the needs and the requirements of learning, that is called intelligence. Then there is another definition of intelligence that is made by Linda Gottfredson. Linda Gottfredson, and she presented this definition in 1998, and she says the ability to deal with complexity, to deal with cognitive complexities. Cognitive complexities means mental complexities. Learning will take place when there is balanced personality. The learner is not affected by the inferiority complex or superiority complex. Then there comes the next factor that is known as interest. Interest means the wish, the curiosity, the desire to know something. So, interest is a learned motive or goal based on need which drive action. Remember, lack of interest always kills learning. But if there is a high level of interest in the learner, the highest will be the level of learning. So interest is the most vital force in the process of learning. Then there comes motivation. Motivation is the process. It is the force. It is the energy which motivates, which make the learner willing to perform an action. So the force, motivation is a force which prompts. Which prompt means which stimulates and which makes a learner compels pressurize the learner, and energize, also providing energy to the learner, to an individual's behavior. Means, what is learning? Learning is the process of permanent changes in human behavior, and these changes are already related with motivation. There are two types of motivation. One is known as extrinsic and the other is known as intrinsic. Extrinsic motivation is which is external in nature. For example, giving the prizes and the trophies or appreciation certificates, etc. So these are known as extrinsic motivation. Intrinsic is internal. That is known as appreciation, applauding, or motivating the students through writings in the diaries that the son is performing excellent. Now then come to, this is the final, that is called attitude. Attitude is the preconceived ideas. Preconceived ideas means those ideas which are not practically utilized. All human beings are having attitudes. That attitudes may be positive or may be negative. Positive attitudes always leads to the highest level of learning, and negative attitudes always leads to the lowest level of learning. Let's come to environmental factors. Environmental factors are related with nurture, and personal factors are related with nature. Learning is not mainly the product of nature, nor it is the product of nurture. When nature and nurture will travel in balance, then there will be learning. Environmental factors are external factors which involve socio-economic condition. Means, what is the condition of the learner? What is the social condition of the learner? Either he or she can afford education or not. Then, what is the financial status? Because education in most of the countries is very expensive. So, where there are economic crises in the families, so learning does not take place there. Then, society. What is the approach? What is the inclination? What is the thinking of the society about learning? Societal approach also affects learning. If you are highly qualified but the society is badly criticizing you, that just look to the people, thousands and millions of people, they are unemployed and they are jobless and you are just wasting the time. Remember that attitude is negative. Learning is never for the sake of job. Learning is the process which brings socialization, the enlargement of the horizons of the minds of the learner. And when the learning is qualitative and your learning is the need of the people, I assure you that none of the candidate will be without job. Then there is culture. Culture means the norms, the values, the established ways. So, in our culture, education is taken, or learning is taken as the wastage of time. In our culture, it is conceived that those who are involved in learning, they are just wasting the time. At the end, there come the religious. Religion, the main tussle in the 21st century is between religion and technological development. Religion is presented in the narrow shape. It has been restricted to preaching. while religion in original is the motivation, it is the interest which compels the people to go for the highest level of learning. And you know that in the divine book, the Holy Quran, Allah Almighty states again and again that go for learning, discover the world, and the greater the learning, the greater will be your success in life. So dear students, this was my effort to clarify your concept regarding factors affecting learning. So I make a humble request to all of you that please subscribe my channel and enjoy a bulk of informative videos for your career success. Thank you.